I think it's interesting how I got here from being a student athlete to being a life coach. So I'm gonna give y'all a little insight on what happened and how I got to this point. So I played sports my entire life. My whole entire family played softball and baseball. Those are our first sports. So I played softball for years. And then I also played basketball and did field events for track. I love sports so much because I really believe that they give you the character that you need to have. They give you grit. They give you discipline and consistency, and also that family aspect of having teammates and just showing up for one another, which is another aspect of being a part of a village. When I was in high school, I just knew that I was going to play sports on the college level and then the pro level. You couldn't have told me that I wouldn't have been, in that space. Like most kids and most students, that's what we want, right? Because that's the first thing that we identify. But God had other plans for me. So my junior year of high school, I got injured. I hurt my knee. It was kind of like a freak accident. Now, I didn't rip anything, didn't tear anything, didn't do any of that. I was just in pain for a little while. I rehabbed and did everything that I needed to do to get back. And as I played the rest of my junior year and my senior year, it just didn't feel the same. And so when this happened, when I got injured and I had the realization that, you're probably not about to go and be able to play at the next level, that kind of like threw me for a loop. And like mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, I was questioning everything. And I mean everything. Like, I put all into this. I worked so hard. I did everything I was supposed to do on and off the court. You know what I'm saying? And in reality, did nothing. It did nothing for me, because at the end of the day, when it all came down to it, God said, "No, let me have that back, sis. Let me get that. Let me get that. This is not the road or the path that I want you to be on. I have something better for you." At the time when he made that decision to pull sports from me, I didn't see another pathway. Like, when I graduated from high school, I just told myself that I was going to still try out for a college team. So when I got to Lamar University, I trained so hard and I found out that they're not doing tryouts this year. So I just trained that whole year and said, okay, sophomore year, I'll be able to try out. Same thing happened again. I was not able to try out. And then I also had to move back home to Fort Worth to help my mom with my nephew, because my brother had to go overseas for the military. So not only did I not get to try out, but I had to come all the way back to Fort Worth and go to our local school, UTA. But then I got to the point where it was just like, it doesn't feel the same. I feel like I can't perform the way that I'm used to performing. So like, what's the point? And I was in a very dark space at that time. But the one thing that God did when he brought me back here was he connected me to a group of kids. And the way that it happened couldn't have been nothing but God.